Above all else, I want to see a metaphysical unfolding. A girl sat across from me one day telling her story, a story full of names and labels and scars. She talked about her mum, her granny, her dad, about the drugs, the blindness in one eye, the wound from childhood. She didn't want help. She didn't want healing. She just wanted to speak the story and be believed. And as she spoke, I felt the pull to fix, the pull to explain, the pull to suffer with her so I could feel like I cared. But something in me whispered, above all else, I want to see, not her story, not her trauma, not her defense or her defiance. I want to see what's still untouched, the part of her that never lived that story at all, the part of her that still lives in God. Above. Not higher in space, but higher in awareness. A vantage that isn't obstructed by form. A vision that doesn't rely on bodies, names, injuries, or the past. To say above is to rise into the part of the mind that is still in God, still innocent, still whole. All else. Not just other distractions, but every interpretation, judgment, grievance, story, label, image, trauma, reputation, or history. All else means all else, not just the bad parts, all of it. Because to see truly is not to see selectively. Not the I that's reacting to what she said. Not the I that's playing therapist or teacher or fixer. Not the I that wants to be helpful or right. Not even the I that thinks it loves people. But the I am, the awareness untouched by drama or time. The I that doesn't argue with what is because it doesn't see problems. Want, not crave. Not need, not beg, but choose. To want to see is to say, I am willing to lay aside my version of reality. I am willing to give up being right about what anything means. I am willing to let go of meaning altogether, if it wasn't given by God. To see. What does that even mean if the body's eyes do not see? It means to see with Christ's vision. To see past the mask, past the horror, past the beautiful lie, and into the changeless light beneath. To see not the person's behavior, but the unchanging innocence that never left them. To see not what's broken, but what was never touched. To see not with eyes, but with forgiveness. Daily practice. How not to get caught in the story. The body's eyes don't see, they project. The ego doesn't just tell stories, it is the story. So if one becomes preoccupied with fixing the story, or interpreting it, or managing it, then the goal has shifted from sight to comfort, from awakening to counseling the dream. Here's what the Course would say. Forgiveness is still and quietly does nothing. It merely looks and waits and judges not. Chapter 18, Section 5. So the practice becomes this. Can I be still inside the moment someone throws their pain at me? Can I allow the story to pass across the screen of my awareness without trying to edit it? Can I silently offer them back to the light, while knowing I do not see the whole? But he who sees for me already sees them healed. The temptation of empathy. Mistaken identity. That girl's story is one version. Her mom's story is another. The Course says, the ego's plan is to have you identify with suffering so you will mistake it for caring. Chapter 16, Section 1. That's a bombshell. Because if we confuse suffering with love, we will carry everyone's pain like it's ours and call that compassion. But that's not compassion. That's egoic guilt in disguise. To see truly is to know. None of this touches who she is. She is not the one who was hit. She is not the one who was molested. She is not the one squinting through one eye. She is not even the one speaking. She is a divine thought in the mind of God, and so are you. And when two thoughts remember their source, they meet in silence and the dream fades. The joy-sorrow trap. If you accept the ills as real, you must also accept the joys. And both are two sides of the same coin. Duality. Good and bad. Up and down. Pain and pleasure. This is the trap. And that's why the Course calls joy in the world the fragile gift the world gives. It doesn't last. It's unstable. And it's only there to bait the hook of grief. So above all else, I want to see means. I want to see the joy that is not dependent on form. I want to see the innocence that is not up for negotiation. I want to see what does not die. I want to see what was never hurt. I want to see what God sees. And to see what God sees, one must be willing to become as God is, without judgment, without fear, without identity.